Verse 47. The king answered Daniel and said, Truly you are, truly your Elohim is the El of Elohim. Truly your mighty one is the mighty one of almighty ones, the sovereign of kings, and a revealer of secrets, since you could reveal this secret. Then the king promoted Daniel and gave him many great gifts, and he made him ruler over the whole province of Babylon, as with Joseph. So we see a clear similarity between Joseph and Daniel. And Joseph is genetically the one from whom the last would come. Daniel is the one that represents the root of the last. Yahushua, who is a Yahudi, is the root of David. The last is the branch of David. Daniel was a Yahudi, but the last is from Ephraim. The only way that the one from Ephraim can fulfill becoming the lion of Yahudah, and therefore the king, is through what Yahushua did 2,000 years ago. So, then the king promoted Daniel and gave him many great gifts, and he made him ruler over the whole province of Babylon, and chief administrator over all the wise men of Babylon. So he became the head of all the wise men. Also, which would represent the leader of the 144,000, the last at the end times. All the wise men being the 144,000, the real wise, of course. Also, Daniel petitioned the king, and he said, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Look how there, even though it says Daniel, it mentions the Babylonian names of his friends. One of the reasons, because he was talking to the king, because this is written in Aramaic, so it makes reference to the Babylonian part, but we still see the name Daniel, which shows the difference between the few and the many. The few continue to respect and honor the true name of the Most High, Yahweh, and his son Yahushua. Yet the many, represented by the three friends of Daniel, actually start using the false names that are given to them by the false doctrines, the false religions. That's why they represent the many who do not accept the name but do accept the commandments. Do not accept the name but do believe that he came and died for their sins and resurrected by the power of Yahweh. So also Daniel petitioned the king, and he said, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego over the affairs of the province of Babylon. But Daniel sat in the gate of the king. Daniel sat in the gate of the king. And as we know, the gate is Yahushua. Yahushua is the door. The last is the good shepherd. We see the door and the good shepherd in John 10. First and last, door and good shepherd, or the gate and the good shepherd, because we go through Mashiach to the Father as a gate. But the one who leads the sheep of the Father to him is the last, the good shepherd. So Daniel sat in the gate of the king. That shows that the 144,000 will be in a special place from the one where the many will be like the friends of Daniel. It also shows that the first, the gate, and the last, represented by Daniel, the good shepherd, will be one. So he will receive that authority over the few and the many.